Hello, this is Batcave Comics 83. This is my little intro to my entry for the Seeking Nearman Comics top 20 comic covers, and I was tagged into this by Reaper Tate. So enjoy. If I'm not going to tag anyone, but if anyone watching hasn't been tagged and wants to be tagged, do a video and enjoy.
Viewer discretion advised.
Hello, this is Batcave Comics 83, and this is my entry into Seeking Nearman Comics tag video, which is for the for your top 20 comic book covers. I was actually tagged into this by Reaper Tate 728, so thanks to both of them. And here is my quick rundown. So you can see here, this is a classic Batman set. What number is it? 241. Yeah, I love this cover. This is proper. I mean, you've got to enjoy his facial expression there and his stance. That's definitely in my top 5, but I just put it. This is in no real particular order, so this is just a random selection. So now we have the Amazing Spider-Man number 21, and I got this, I don't know, 3 years ago. This is actually the first of my 1960s comics, and it still remains one of the first because I don't actually own that many 1960s comics. But this is probably in, I don't know, grade 4 condition or something. It's actually really nice in the way it presents, I think, despite the fact it's got these little dents. So I just love that Ditko cover. So anyone else got that? That's definitely worth looking for. Uncanny XMen 510. This is a Psylocke variant by J. Scott Campbell, which is I was glad to find that. That was just like, you know, random chance that I found that, and I got that. That was one of my first modern comics. Yeah, well, actually, I say 1960s. This is 1970, so technically, I guess it's the end of the Silver Age, beginning of the Bronze Age. So, XMen Annual or King Size Special #1. So that's cool. I think it's a reprinting of XMen number 9, which is actually a comic I'd love to own, but I don't currently own because it's pretty steep. Something you might not see so much. John Carter, Warlord of Mars #1, Edgar Rice Burroughs. This is a really nice cover. I think this is a pretty high grade. I think like a 9.0 or something. So hopefully there's not too much glare on there. Yeah, so I love that. I actually like the John Carter film. I seem to all the Disney films that fail I like, and all the ones that succeed I hate. Okay. Daredevil number 97. I love that cover. That's just awesome. Daredevil fighting in the rain. There's like a what is it called? A circular saw about to cut Daredevil's throat. Obviously, he doesn't die. Wonder Woman number 205. I love this cover. This is awesome. I picked this up actually fairly before the film came out recently, so I was like, oh, I better find a Wonder Woman before they all go through the ceiling. So, and I love that cover. Next one is Marvel Team Up or King Size Marvel Team Up King Size Annual #1, SpiderMan and the XMen, which is a quality cover. I hope there's no glare. There's so much going on. Like, just the little details are amazing. This is Tomb Raider Journeys, Adam Hughes variant. Tomb Raider Journeys cover 1B. That I got like, I don't know, a year ago. That's an awesome cover. Self-explanatory. Now moving back in time, my oldest comic and arguably my greatest comic New Adventure Comics number 31, and I got this last summer, and I pretty much still in a constant mind battle between owning it and thinking about the cost of it. So, but no, I'm glad to own it because I probably can't be affording many of these anytime soon. This is from October 1938. Also, I presume I'm pronouncing it correctly. It is Craig Flestel cover, so I love it. Just like the white and the blue, it looks awesome. And is it an Inuit fighting a polar bear? Strange Tales number 100. This is the only comic I ever bought off Amazon, and that was like a blind buy because it was like a rubbish picture, but it's got a lot of like spine stress, and it's I don't know what grade that is, 5, I'm guessing, something in that ballpark. So that was my bargain of the century. That was a £6 comic. Another one of my older comics, Wonder Woman number 27. Sorry, it's got a lot of creases in the plastic, but yeah, I got that about 18 months ago, and it's got like a few little dents and it's kind of discoloured and things, but it's in pretty nice condition. I think it's like a grade 3, so that's actually I can't find that like anywhere else like in that condition, so I'm pretty happy with that. And I just love that cover. It's probably my favourite classic Wonder Woman cover. Anyone else got a favourite classic 1940s Wonder Woman cover? Shana the Shedevil number 1. That was like, and I've been obsessed by Shana the Shedevil for quite some time, and I love that cover. So, and that's also, being a number 1. I wouldn't say I have a huge number of number 1s, although I've showed you quite a few in this video. Next one is Miss Marvel number 1 by Frank Cho, and that's got numbered and signed number 267 of 399, I believe. I bought this online. It came over from, I don't know, Iowa or somewhere. Sorry about the blank. This was also a nice little bargain. This is actually restored. I haven't really looked through it properly to like try and prove which bits are restored, but it looks like it's in quite good. They've done a good job of the restoration. So, and I got this online, and I just sat there and no one was buying it, probably because it was restored. But just to put this in perspective, I paid about $25-30 for this comic, or 20 quid, 20 in English money, which, considering it's because it's restored, if it wasn't restored, it'd probably be more like 3, 4 or 5 times that. So anybody who is against restoration, I urge people to consider good restoration, because you can pick up some nice bargains. I don't know if that's a controversial point. The next one is Dejah Thoris, Warlord of Mars. I actually bought this from Dynamite directly from their New Jersey office, and it's, I don't know if you can see that, one of only 25 copies in existence, so that's a great cover. That's why the viewer discretion advised. Next one, Shana the Shedevil. I've got to love Shana the Shedevil. This is number 5 of 7. Also Frank Cho art. I'd like to actually go to one of the conventions sometime and try and find Frank Cho, because I want to try and get him to draw me a little hand drawn sketch, because I know he does them at the shows. So, but I've never been to a convention, so I should try. Going back in time again, Hang on, having technical difficulties off screen. This is definitely also in my top 5 comic covers. So this is Fight Comics number 81, which I believe is from July 1952. And it's not a particularly like rare cover in the great scheme of things, and it's not but it is hard to find, if you see what I mean. So it's not rare, it's just hard to find because it's, I don't know, I guess they don't come on the market, so in that sense they're rare. But it's not an expensive cover. You can probably get this for like 50 quid if you really search, or $70 or $80, whatever that translates to. Yeah, so Fight Comics and Wings Comics are 2 golden age comics, I'd say, which have great art at a very good value, so they're definitely worth searching out. I haven't got any Wings comics to show you in this lot, but that's just a little top tip. Second to last comic to show you, Daredevil number 16, and I love this, the Remitter cover art, and I just love like the whole, just it's great how the colours of Daredevil and Spider-Man pop against the kind of grey-scale background. A few cover nicks and things, and there's a little bit of writing. I think that's like, must be from the newsstand when they just wrote on it the cover date. And yeah, this is like a grade 7-ish. That was my estimate. Well, I'm not exactly an expert, but roughly a grade 7. And I love it. So that was a great buy. And my final comic to show you, Vampirella number 30. Hang on. Hopefully that's aligned. Yeah, I'm starting to collect more and more Vampirella, and also other comics such as Creepy and Eerie. So I am going to be doing a comic book haul soon. So hopefully I'll have some more to show you, because although this is my top comic covers, I've definitely got some competition coming. So hopefully in the next 2 weeks I'll put out a video. But some of the comics are still in the post, so no video quite yet. So yeah, thanks to Seeking Near Mint Comics for doing the tag video, and thanks to Repetate for tagging me. Yeah, if you don't know their channels, but I'm pretty sure you do, but if you don't, go and check them out. And until next time, see ya. Bye.